Wow. I don't even know. I opened my mouth to say hi, and then I was like, how do I even say hi? Like, the hi was like stuck in my throat. Like, I couldn't say hi because it's been so long. Hi, guys. Welcome to the kingdom. This is your host, the one and only King Core. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the vlog squad. I'm just kidding. Hi, guys. Welcome back to the kingdom. Oh my God, I missed you guys. I forgot how much this was therapy for me, and I feel like I've been dealing with a lot this month, and I just haven't been able to get it out. I mean, I make YouTube videos, but just talking to the mic by yourself in your room, you guys, even if you don't have a podcast, try it sometime. Act like you have an audience. It is the best form of therapy, you know? You don't have to pay for it. The walls are listening. The Holy Spirit is listening. But wow, how are you? How are you? How are you doing? I'm going to give you a little bit to answer. Oh, that's great. Or, oh wow, I'm sorry. Because I don't know what you said. But I'm actually doing well, you know? Whenever I try and think about how I am, for some reason my mind defaults to the negative things that are happening in my life, you know? Like when I really want to go in depth, like someone's like, Karen, how are you? And I just want to be like, I'm just really not okay. Like there's this and this and this and this. But now as I lay in my bed at 1:25 a.m. Monday, May 31st, while the rain is pouring outside, I realize that I am so good. I'm so good, okay? Let me give you a list of reasons why I'm good. 1, school's over. And that's the reason why I stopped uploading, you guys, in the first place, because school, I just couldn't do it. Okay, this is what happened. It was the last month of school. And the last month of school, when you know the end is near, for some reason, instead of me to kick my ass in gear and just try my best and finish the semester strong, the last month is where I just really doubled down on myself. And for a good 2 weeks, I just was paralyzed. I couldn't do anything. I could not do anything. I would go to class, but my attendance and my participation was not as good as it was in the beginning of the year. I was just tired. I'd gone through the entire semester, really giving it my all, doing YouTube, school, and podcast, doing the damn thing all at once. And then for some reason, I just hit a point where I just couldn't anymore. And that happens in life, sometimes you hit a point where you're like, all right, this is a little bit too much, more than I can handle. So I thought of, what's the easiest thing to stop for a while, which in hindsight, now that I think about it, I am so sorry that I left you guys. I realized that the podcast is my baby. I cherish this podcast more than anything. And so I don't know why I chose YouTube, when I had to let one go, either YouTube or Instagram or podcast. I don't know why I stopped the podcast, because the podcast is what I needed. If anything, the podcast would have helped me. YouTube videos just drain me as much as I love doing them. Editing sucks. Filming sometimes sucks. So, but for some reason, I probably know why I chose YouTube, because I make more money there. Duh, what am I thinking? Why did I act like that was a hard decision? I'm like, damn, why did I choose YouTube? Duh, that's where my income comes from. So of course I had to choose YouTube. But I love you guys, and I'm never leaving, okay? I'm never leaving you unless the season's over. Because you know what I realized? Podcasts have seasons. Now, I don't know if I'm supposed to have seasons, because every podcast that I listen to, they have season 1, and then they take a break, and then they come back with season 2 and stuff like that. And I'm like, do I have to do that because it's a podcast, or do I have to keep going? How many episodes are in a season? What dictates a season, how do I know if season 1 is over and I'm moving to season 2? Like, what's the shift? I guess I'll know when I know, but I don't even know that aspect. But yeah, so that's a tangent that I just went on. School's over, so I'm happy. I have more time. I have the time in the world to do the things that I actually enjoy doing, which is everything else, which is essentially just spilling my feelings out in different ways. And either it's a video or an episode or an Instagram post, I just realized recently that art, like any form of content creation or art, is really just expressing yourself through different mediums. What else? I'm blessed. I have food, shelter, Wi-Fi. I just came back from Florida. I went on vacation, you guys, and I'm supposed to edit that. I'm gonna be editing that today and hopefully have that up by Wednesday. I also don't know how to split the vlog because it's a long vlog. Like, do you guys want to see me getting ready for the trip and then the actual trip? Or should I put it all in one? Can you please let me know? Like, comment under either the Instagram post for this episode or something. But I just need to know. Or DM me, okay? I need to know. Should I put it all in one big vlog? If you watch my YouTube videos, should I put them all in one big vlog or split them up into 2? Because the getting ready part is not too exciting, but I just don't want to like post a really long video. So let me know. But yeah, I had a fun vacation. Andrew and I went to Naples, Florida. Well, he went with his family to visit their grandma. And if you guys don't know where Naples is a town primarily for retirement. Like, it's so funny. Everyone is in Florida going to Miami, having the hot girl summer on a yacht, shaking their ass on a yacht in Dubai in a thong. And I'm like, oh, bet I want to go to Florida. But I did not go to Miami at all. I was actually the furthest away from Miami activity I could have ever been. All I did was hang out with old people. No, I'm just kidding. But we were like in Andrew's grandma's like country club, because she lives in a retirement country club, but there's like literally one in each corner that you turn. Like, the whole town is full of retirement country clubs and retirement homes and old people. Like, I learned that there's a silver alert in that town or city or whatever. A silver alert is basically like if one of the retirement homes, like someone with dementia escapes and like starts driving, they alert the whole city, like, yo, silver alert, there's somebody who's not in their right mind on the road. That's how many old people are in that town. It's ridiculous. But it was fun. I had a good time. We made the best of it. We went to beaches. We had some food. We enjoyed the weather, the pool. I was by the pool, most of the time. I had a little fling with the hotel front desk boy, which you guys will see in the vlog, but it was not a fling at all. Literally, like, I'm so stupid. As soon as somebody just looks at me, like, just even a certain way, I'm like, oh my God. And then I'm just like infatuated, even though I do not have any plans to take them seriously at all. Like, what am I gonna do with a white boy from Naples who lives with their grandpa in a retirement home? Nothing. That's also one of the reasons why it was fun. We gave him a code name and everything, and we would like purposely walk across the lobby. Like, I'd purposely walk across the lobby looking good to see if he would be there, and then we would just call the front desk for like the randomest things because we just wanted him to answer the phone and come up to our room and like give us towels, and then he'll leave. He's probably like, why are these people calling me 3 times a day? Yeah, we even memorized his work schedule. This is very creepy. Oh my God, I hope he does not. I hope he does not listen to this. I really do. But yeah, safe to say I had a good time. And then I'm trying to think, what else? Why am I also in a good mood? I went on a date yesterday, which is so funny to say, because I don't go on dates often. Like, I always hang out with my friends, even if they're boys. It's never a date. I don't remember the last time I went on a date. The last time I went on a date was like probably maybe I don't know, definitely like a year or a year and a half ago, or like 2 years ago. 100% serious. And it was fun and I had a good time. I'm in a better mood than I would have been if I hadn't gone on it. Or how do I put this? I'm in a better mood because of it. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. It was a good time. It was a good vibe. So yeah, you guys, this is so cute. Should we give him a name? No, let's not give him a name. Let's not give him a name till maybe we're like 5 dates in. Then we know that they're solidified. But are they really? Boys are so unpredictable. You can never really like get your hopes up, you know? You can't get your hopes up. So we'll just leave it at that. But it was fun. And I started reading this book. It's called The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I saw it on TikTok because some girl was literally sobbing her eyes out. She was like, you guys need to get this book. Like, it's so sad. It changed my life. And I was like, bet, I need it. Any book that'll make me cry, I need it. And I haven't read in so long because I've been so busy. But I definitely want to get back into reading this summer. And reading makes me so happy. I think that's also another reason why I'm in such a good mood, because it brings me back to my old days when I used to read. You guys, I was a book nerd. Like, I read so much. Like, when I was like in middle school, I would read like a book a day. Like, it would be like a 300-word book and I'd read it in a day. A thick ass book. I'd read it in like 2 days. Like, I was reading everywhere. That's also another reason why I was probably considered a weirdo in middle school, because I was reading everywhere. Like, I would read in a lunch line. I'd read at lunch while everybody's at the table talking. Like, I'm eating with a book on my lap. I would read in class while the teacher's teaching. I'd read on the bus. I was reading everywhere. My face was in a book. So I genuinely love reading, and I lost my love for it because social media was invented. So I'm trying to get back to it, and I'm happy. The book, I fully bought this book expecting, because it's called The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I bought it expecting it to be about, Evelyn Hugo's 7 husbands, which it is, but I thought it would be more like a book about like, I had 7 husbands. These are my experiences with them. This is what I learned. That is also what the book is about. But guys, I don't know if I want to spoil it. Okay, I was going to say a spoiler, but I don't know if you guys are going to buy the book. Yeah, I don't know if there's a spoiler in this. I'm not going to say in case you guys are going to buy it. But yeah, you guys should buy it so we can talk about it. Start a little podcast book club. And then I would update you guys. That would be so fun. What do you guys think about that? I don't know. Anyway, so safe to say I'm back. There was a reason why I took so long coming back, was because everything that I wanted to do for the Instagram page and a lot of the reasons why I stopped, I still haven't done them. I wanted to pick out a whole new font, a whole new aesthetic, a whole new color scheme and everything. But I think I'm just going to slowly and gradually like do that because there's no timeline. So I don't know why I'm rushing, but I didn't want to post. I didn't want to post until I had everything like set. But as the days went on, I was occupying my time with other things. And I was realizing, Karen, you're not gonna do what you want with this page just yet. So why don't you just release the episodes like you've been doing? Like, people have been enjoying them just how they are. So just keep doing that and then find time to improve. But if I keep halting myself and not producing content because I'm waiting on myself to do something, it'll never get done, So I was like, I'm just gonna come back. I need to come back. I miss you guys and you guys miss me. And I know you guys miss me because I get the comments and the DMs. And I'm glad you guys miss me because it means you enjoy the podcast. So thank you. I genuinely love that. You guys, I went to Walmart the other day. I went to Walmart on Mother's Day and some girls saw me. She was working and I was trying to pick out flowers. She was like, "Hi, Karen." And the way she said it like in a way that I thought I knew her. Like, she said it in such a familiar tone that I genuinely believed I knew her. So I was like, "Hi," because I thought, okay, maybe I know this girl. I just don't recognize her. So I moved closer to see her name tag and I realized I don't know this girl at all. And then she's like, oh, no, you don't know me. I just love your podcast. And I was like, "Oh, thank you." But then I was like, wait, usually when people come up to me and say they love something, it's YouTube. I've never gotten "I love your podcast" in person. Well, I've gotten that in person, but I've never gotten like just the podcast, Usually people are like, "I like your channel, your podcast." But she just said the podcast, which was it made my heart so warm because I was like, oh my God, like, okay, the podcast is another thing on its own that people can separately enjoy without having to watch my YouTube videos. Like, that is so cool. I love that. Like, my goal is for people who don't watch my videos to find the podcast. So if people are enjoying the podcast by itself, then I'm doing it right, I think, hopefully. So yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought. I think I was talking about why I'm in a good mood, but I think I've listed all the reasons why. I'm traveling a lot this summer, but I'm only going to 2 places, I think, or maybe 3. But for the month of June, I'm like pretty free. So I should be working, I should be working. I need money. I should be working, making videos and talking to you guys. And I love what I do for your job, I really do. And I think this leads me into what I actually want to talk about for this episode, because I was like, what am I going to talk about this episode? All I can do is catch up with you guys and then what, But I wanted to talk about the line between vulnerability and like spilling too much, Because recently I've talked about a couple things on my channel, you probably know. And I don't know why I feel shy to say it again, because I've already said it and it has like 200,000 views, which is crazy because I thought this video was going to get like 10,000 views. But of course, the one video I talk about my vagina, it gets 200,000 views. Why was that my claim to fame? The fact that I can't have sex, that was my wow, that's crazy. Okay, anyway, yeah, so that video kind of got way more views than I thought, and it wasn't a bad thing. I post videos so that they can get views. I don't post a video and say I hope this video gets no views. Although when I posted that specific video, I was thinking, yeah, I hope nobody sees this. But then, lucky for me, 200,000 people have seen it already, and it hasn't even been like 2 weeks. But that kind of brought up a lot of personal questions within myself, because there is a strong line between, like, when you make content, or like you're a content creator or something, the line between what you can say and what you can't say is very blurred. Like, there's a lot of things that I would love to say and I want to say, and I do say, but then when I do it, after that, I'm like, damn, should I have said that? Like, was that too much? Now, 200,000 people know that I go to physical therapy for my vagina. Like, that's fucking crazy. Like, why do they know that, Like, why do they know that? Like, a random person on the street could just see me and just know that about me. Oh, my God. It is crazy. I don't like it. I don't like the feeling that I'm like, damn, this is such a deep personal part of me. And that I just share that. For everybody to see, for everybody, friends, family, strangers to see. Some people probably think I'm crazy. Like, girl, why would you say that on the internet? And a lot of the things that I say too, it's like, why would you say that on the internet? So I've been having this like a little, debate with myself, because it's like, how far is too far, But then I realized that video helped so many people. Videos where I just am open about stuff that I do, or stuff that I go through, and stuff that happens with me. Those are the videos that people can relate to, You can be thinking you're the only person in the world going through this. Like, I literally thought I was a fucking alien. I was like, what the hell is wrong with me? And then I looked up on YouTube and there was virtually no videos about it. And I was like, yo, what is going on? It wasn't until I went on a Reddit subthread that I saw that other people had the same thing. I was like, okay, cool. So then I decided to make the video because, a lot of people probably do it and have it and they don't know. And the comments under that video like took away all the doubts about, was this the right thing to do, whenever I post a vulnerable video. The comments under that video and the DMs I get after that video, it takes away all the self-doubt, because then you realize like, wow, I have this power to connect with people that I don't know on something that we share together, like a special bond. And before I know it, I've bonded with thousands of people over this one thing that we both have in common, or this experience that we both went through, or this feeling that we're both feeling, every experience, everything that I'm like vulnerable about, there are so many people who need somebody to say that they're going through the same thing to help them, And I realized that all these videos that I was questioning, that I was posting, they weren't hurting anybody, They were not hurting me, because I chose to talk about it, and I chose to say it, and I chose to edit it and publish it. And that in itself is a form of therapy for me, because it's like, I am releasing this out, So then I developed this mindset where I realized that all my experiences, like, they are not mine to keep, Like, my experiences are not mine to keep. They're not for me. Like, all these cards that I've been dealt, yeah, it's special. You think you're special for, being a Ghanaian immigrant, 5'2", sickle cell anemia, vaginismus, occasional depression. Like, all these cards that I've been dealt, other people have it too, So why would I be so protective over it? It's not a unique identity. I'm not the only person with this. I'm not the only one that feels this way. I'm not the only one that has ever gone through it. So why would I feel entitled to keep it to myself? And maybe that's just like a mindset that I have, because I realized how many people I was helping, like how many people like, wow, I needed this. I really needed this. Like, thank you, Karen, And if I just get one person to say thank you, or like, I needed this, I'm like, okay, boom, my work is done. I feel like I've said that before, but it really makes it all worthwhile, because I realize I don't feel shame. You cannot shame me for something that I chose to talk about. Because I know some people will look at me and be like, why did she just say all this? But I'm not ashamed about it. I'm not ashamed about saying all of it. I chose to say it. It's not hurting you, but it's touching other people. Like, I got so many comments like, wow, this video like is so healing. I finally know what's going on with me. Or, thank you for making this video. I've been wanting someone to talk about it, And maybe it's a little bit of the Leo in me, but I love feeling like I did something good. I love feeling needed, I love feeling important. So if I can feel that somebody needed my words, and somebody needed my content, and somebody found it useful and helpful and healing and comforting, that is better than any money I could have even made from that video. That impact alone is way better than anything ever. So from now on, I do not care if it's genuinely something that I can't talk about, or if it involves other people, or if it's about something like, obviously I choose what to talk about, but I'm going to stop feeling embarrassed for talking about experiences that are not unique to me. I am not special whatsoever for having any of these cards that I've been dealt with. Like, any of these bad things that happened to me, trust me, a million people have gone through it. So if I can talk about it and connect with however many people are going to connect with me on that, I think it's the coolest thing ever, I see people who are so protective of their identity and their lives and their being, and just want to make their life seem perfect for social media. I can't help but think this must drive you crazy, Maybe it's just me. I know some people are private because they probably have friends to talk to. I think maybe the reason why I talk to you guys is because for a long time I felt like I didn't have anybody to talk to. So now I've created the kingdom where I can talk about everything. But yeah, I always feel like I'm being judged for talking about these things, or talking about things that I go through, or just things, or even my videos in general. Like, I hate when people I know personally watch my videos, because I just feel embarrassed. But it's like, why? Your content is good and it's helping people, so why feel embarrassed about it? Yeah, so I have completely detached myself from everything that is of me, because I realize that I do not exist on this earth to just keep my experiences and things that I've learned to myself. Like, if I'm here and I've gone through something and I've learned from it, or I figured out how to get over it, and I can help somebody else get over it, why wouldn't I? Why would I just keep that to myself? Especially if I have a platform. Like, what good is my platform if I'm not helping people, or touching people, or impacting people? I might as well be an ad. Actually, no, even ads sometimes impacts people. I might as well be, I don't know, the search bar, because why would I be on the internet and not create a safe or shared experiences amongst the people who are watching? Because everybody wants to be related to, right? Everyone wants somebody that they can relate to. So if I can share my story and my life and the shit that happens to me and the stuff that I go through, and the stuff that happens to me, and I can share it and not have and help somebody else, I 100% will do that. I would choose that over keeping anything to myself 100%, because I only exist as a vessel. Like, I only exist to be used by God, right? So why not let myself be used? Like, this sense of protecting your identity or protecting your experiences or just any like feeling a sort of entitlement over stuff that you go through. I just can't do that. I can't do that because none of this is me or is real, you know? Like all these things, I don't think it's real. Like anything anything that happens in this physical world is not really real to me, you know? So that's why I can really easily talk about it, because I don't feel guarded over it, because I know that it's not important. None of this shit matters. Like none of this really matters at all, you know? So why would I just be so territorial over it, you know? I'm not gonna die with these experiences in the back of my head. So I'm gonna talk about it while it's happening in real time. And then when I die, I will die knowing that I helped people with my experiences rather than just keeping them to myself. Because what good does it do, you know? I'm gonna forget about these in like a couple years, so why not help people while I'm living through them, right? And I think that expressing your feelings can come through all sorts of ways. Like you don't have to make a YouTube video like I do. That's just my way of expressing myself. But like people make music, and if you listen to people's music is so vulnerable. We're bumping in like listening, but there's a reason why we listen to music and we have our favorite songs and we listen to them over and over again, because we feel so connected to the words, because they are speaking a relatable experience, something that we feel, you know. That's how we bond over artists, because they're sharing their experiences as well. Heartbreak and failure and even success, like all these emotions, they're writing about it and expressing it through their art, and we feel it. Same with movies, same with poetry, same with art, somebody drawing or painting or anything. We feel connected to it because we feel this experience. So I'm gonna use my voice, because although I can't sing, I feel like I've been given an amazing ability, the ability to be able to talk eloquently and express myself eloquently in a way that people can feel me. And I'd rather be felt than anything else in the world, as long as people feel me. As long as people feel me. That's all I'm going to say. So yeah, that's my little tangent. And I think I needed to just say that and just solidify myself, because I have been beating myself just a little bit, because I'm realizing, damn. For example, this is what got me thinking. The hotel agent boy, the hotel front desk agent, followed me on Instagram. And then obviously if you go on my Instagram, you're gonna say, why does this girl have this many followers? And then you're gonna find out, oh, she has a YouTube and she has a podcast, and you're gonna see all the stuff that I talk about and all the stuff that I share, and you'll be a complete stranger, and now you know all of this. He literally DM'd me. He was like, oh, so those boobs are new? I was like, fuck. Like fuck. Like, shit, you know, like, then that's really what got me thinking, like, oh my God, like, YouTube is actually scary, because I'm actually saying so much and showing so much. And I realized how much a lot of people don't do that. I realized how much a lot of people do not talk about their daily lives and do not talk about their experiences and do not show or vlog their lives. Like, people dead ass just live lives. Like, a lot of you guys just live your lives, you know? And I'm over here sharing every bit of it. So I was like, dang. It really got me questioning, like, shoot, should I look at what I say? Should I like start hiding things or start keeping things from the internet? Because I don't know. But I realize as long as it's nothing crazy and it's something that'll help people, then I can post it, you know? So yeah, and there's a Bible verse, because there's a Bible verse for everything. But there's a Bible verse that somebody commented on my videos once, and I love it so much. I forgot what it was. I think it's Mark 10:24. Why again? I found it. Mark 4:21. Wow, I was so off. It goes, then Jesus asked them, would anyone light a lamp and then put it under a basket or under a bed? Of course not. A lamp is placed on a stand where its light will shine. And that verse kind of brought me comfort, because it was like, okay, the reason why I am so open and I am so public and it's just out there for everybody to see, and the fact that I even have an audience in the first place, is that there's been a light placed in me. On no cocky shit. There's a light placed in me, right? And obviously if there's a light placed on you, or if there's a light in you, you're not gonna put yourself in a place where nobody needs a light. You're gonna put yourself up above so people can see your light, you know? The verse says, would anybody light a lamp and put it under a basket or under a bed? No, because why would you do that? Why would you light a lamp and then hide the light? You would put it on a stand where it'll shine. And I think that's exactly what I'm doing, is just shining my light as in the humblest way possible, you know, in the humblest way possible. And I'm only saying this so that it helps me not feel bad and not feel embarrassed and not feel ashamed about the stuff that I, put or record or say. So yeah, I think I'm going to end it here because I genuinely do not have anything else to say. I should have asked you guys for questions, but I'm going to interact with you guys on the Instagram page, which is at WTTK Podcast, just to get you guys up to speed with, that next episode. Ask you guys to ask me questions, if anything. I'll just let you know what I'm talking about, because I did not prepare. I never prepare. I don't know why I said that like I always prepare. I don't prepare for these. So I don't want to keep rambling on when I don't have anything to say. I think this is a good place to end it. So yeah, thank you guys. I missed you. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys learned something from it. I think the takeaway is, do not be afraid to express yourself, and do not be afraid to share your art or your feelings or your thoughts, because I guarantee you somebody out there will relate to you, and somebody out there needs you to, share it for them. So yeah, I love you guys so much. If you're listening, thank you for sticking around. I've been gone for so long. I genuinely feel bad. Like, if my favorite podcast stopped uploading every week, I would be so tight. I love Sophia with an F. That's one of my favorite podcasts. And if you just stopped for a month, I would be so mad. I would be so mad. So I'm so sorry, you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for listening. And just hit me up anytime. Hit my line, okay? I'm always here, ready. DM me, message me, and subscribe to the channel. Of course, I'll have all the links down below. Yeah, I will talk to you guys in the next episode. All right. Bye bye.